Hey, this is Mike with Motorrad Audio, and what we have here is a 4-channel speaker package that's specific for the K1600B and the K1600B Grand America. This includes front and rear speakers, 4-channel amp, everything that you need for installing it, but does not apply to the GT or the GTL. We do have other packages available for that, but this does fit all years of the B and the Grand America. So what comes in this kit is a set of rear panel overlays that are made to go on top of your saddlebags in the back. This does fit a 6.5-inch speaker. You do have to cut into the bag right here for the magnet to drop into, but it does not intrude at all on the inside of the bag, so there's no worries about water, loss of space, anything else. It's only something that sits externally on the bag itself. They do come with grills. They come with cabling that goes out with a quick disconnect on it that makes it serviceable, so if you need to take the bag off, it just unplugs, comes right out. There will be a bag of hardware in the kit that has all the stainless steel hardware, nuts and bolts for mounting the speakers, as well as the cosmetic ends from front to back here that you will use when mounting those in. It comes with the Infinity Kappa Perfect 6.5-inch. These are going to be a completely waterproof speaker, so you don't have to worry about riding in the rain, washing it, anything like that. They were specifically made for the Harley-Davidson market, so they are made to take that kind of abuse and be high output to overcome the noise that typical Harleys do. In the front, you'll have the Cicada 5.25-inch pods. These go behind the OEM grille with zero modifications to anything. So if you're not looking to change the front end look on a 21 and prior model to get a 6.5, or if you're not looking to do some of the behind the scenes modifications to do our normal 6.5-inch in the front, these are something that will drop in with no modifications at all. They bolt right in, plug right into our custom harness, and away you go. You'll have the Infinity Kappa Perfect 4-channel amplifier. This is a watertight amplifier. It goes underneath the left side front fairing, so it's not something that you see. It doesn't take up any space that's functional whatsoever on the bike. It will come pre-mounted on a bracket and pre-terminated and everything ready to go for the custom kit to plug right into it. So it's a very straightforward installation on this. You'll have a rear harness that runs to the back, has your plugs for plugging in the bags. They are labeled for left and right, and it has an output plug that it plugs directly into the amplifier for the rear channels here. When you're running that rear wire, you'll also be running your power and ground to the battery. Again, comes pre-terminated with the plug that plugs directly into the Infinity amplifier. Run these wires to the battery, connect your fuse holder, put a ring terminal on it, and you're good to go. You'll have the front speaker input and output harness here. This is going to run up to where your existing pods were before. The white plugs are the BMW plug. It will plug right onto the BMW plug that's already there. The black plug will plug to the new pods. So everything there is really straightforward. You can't plug these in wrong. They do not plug into each other whatsoever. You do have a white and black plug that go to the amplifier for your input and output. The plugs on the amp are the same color as well, so you're just plugging the white to the white, the black to the black, and away you go. You'll have this bag that will have a watertight fuse holder in it for using at the battery to protect the wire going to the amp. It will already have the power lead coming off of it with a ring connector on it ready to go. It'll have another ring connector in here for the ground, so once you've run that, you can put that ring connector on it, cut it to the exact length that you like, that sort of thing. It will also come with a bolt and a speed clip that's used for mounting the amplifier bracket when you're installing that. And then based on which year model you told us you had when you ordered the kit, there will be a cheat sheet that gives you some information on the best tuning for the radio that came on the bike, bass and treble settings, which sound profile if it's one of the newer bikes, that sort of thing that we have tested to make sure you're going to get the best output. That being said, I don't think I mentioned it with the amplifier. It does come completely pre-tuned for these speakers. We know exactly which speakers you ordered. The amp's been set properly for those, so you don't really need to know anything about audio to do this kit. You really just install it, turn it on, and go have a ride. So that pretty much covers everything in this particular kit. Like I said, if you have a GT or a GTL, we do have other kits. If you don't mind changing the cosmetic on the 21 and prior models, we have some 6.5-inch pods available. If you don't mind doing some minor modifications behind the scenes, we have 6.5-inch pods for the 2022 and newer models don't change the cosmetic of the bike whatsoever, but there are a few little things you have to trim behind the scenes that you want to make sure that you're comfortable with. We do have YouTube videos showing some of those modifications, so you kind of know what you're getting into there. But this requires no modifications for these and some modifications for the bags themselves. And if you're also thinking about perhaps just doing front speakers with the possibility of maybe adding the rears later, we do have packages that include the 4-channel amp, so you're kind of pre-done and ready to go to just add those rears later. As usual, if you have any questions at all about any of the packages that you see, we're usually readily available from 9 to 6, Monday through Friday. We are a business that is open all the time when it comes to that. Weekends, we still try to respond as quickly as humanly possible, certainly after hours, especially if you're in the middle of an install and need assistance. So if you have any questions at all on anything, just let us know and we'll be happy to help out. Thanks.